Welcome back, everyone, to Overkill Reviews. This week, I'm reviewing one of the classics, one of the legends from the doom death genre, none other than Autopsy and their new record, Skull Grinder. For those in the know, these guys go way back. Bay Area, 1987. Chris Riefert, Eric Cutler, and Danny Corrales are here again to deliver their gore-fueled sound. Let's check it out. The first track I want to discuss is the title track and the second tune on the record, Skull Grinder. I've always thought Autopsy are at their best when they slow things right down. These guys are the progenitor of that doom-laden, ultra-slow death metal riff. And it's funny, listening to these guys now makes me realize how technical and busy death metal as a genre has become. Riefert's vocals, again, are right up front. He's got that kind of blood-curdling, semi-articulating vocal style that harkens back to the early records. He's still doing it here. And I kind of breathed a breath of nostalgic, primitive air when I heard this song and realized that, you know, I think that death metal is often at its strongest when it's sort of knuckle dragging its way through the song. So, great title track. The next track I want to talk about, and my favorite on the record, is Sanity Bleeds. And this song is really different, but it works. Riefert's vocals, he's almost invoking like Tom Warrior here, and I guess you could call it spoken word, but I call it screaming word. It kind of sounds like a funeral march. And again, I've never heard Autopsy do something quite like this, where he's kind of almost preaching from the death metal pulpit, and the lyrics and vocals are really up front, really prominent in this track. And I just think it's great to hear a band this old do something that's actually new, but really fits and is really cool. The last track I want to talk about is called The Withering Dream. Maybe I'm going to sound repetitive here, but this is ultra Sabbathy, ultra primitive sounding Autopsy, and I just think this is where they age best. And it really makes me think that, you know, maybe Autopsy hasn't been fully credited for being really one of the pioneers of, dare I say, doom metal. I listen to these guys now and I realize there's a whole ton of metal that sounds like it came from Autopsy. It's just nice to hear them not trying to sort of over-innovate, force the issue, and try something that's kind of outside of their comfort zone. They've stuck to what they've done best, and they do it well on this track. Listen, there's only 7 songs on this record. It's really short. I think it might leave a lot of people feeling a bit shortchanged, but I understand this is actually the precursor to a box set they have coming out soon. Also, this is not a record that is going to inspire you in terms of innovation or ambition. What I like about this record is it establishes a mood. And I think that that's what Autopsy does best. And I find that a lot of extreme metal these days doesn't do that. It's turned into a look at me, see what I can do, see how fast I can go kind of genre. These guys keep it primitive, they establish a mood, they draw you in, and they keep you there. And for that reason, I think it's a solid 1 out of 2 skulls. Be sure to subscribe to Banger TV. We'll see you next week.